the City Oilers just beat the Ahly team, the defending champions, 82-81. Let's just talk about this. This game was decided by 1 point. And the City Oilers, they were able to grab an upset win on the defending champions. This is the only team that has been able to beat the defending champions. No other team has been able to do that. And consider the fact that they already met in the first time, so the City Oilers team made the necessary adjustments to be able to go ahead and beat the home team. And this, even the attendance was just spectacular. We had people in large numbers, 2,589 people who came in to the arena and tuned in for this game, and it was an epic game for sure. Kaman Malwach, this man was spectacular. 27 points, 16 boards, completely just dominating. And he was doing everything to wheel the City Oilers team to the win. And his efforts, his efforts were really needed to be able to get this win. And had they dropped this game, things will have gone sideways for them, because that will mean that they will have to go ahead and try to grab a win from the other teams. And grabbing from the defending champions, that's one thing that holds so much weight. And the City Oilers team, despite trailing on the field goal percentages, when it came to the total field goal percentages, they shot 29 out of 71. Out of 71 attempts, only 29 went in. That's 40%. And on 2-point field goals, that's where they really, really struggled, 44%. But the shot that bailed them out was from the 3-ball. But they didn't shoot at an efficient clip. They were 7 out of 21. But their ability to draw fouls and get to the line was the difference. 80% shooting from the free throw line. On 21 attempts, 17 of them went in. And that clutch performance, especially from the onset, when there was a likelihood that they will be able to get back in this game, that was the driving factor. And they just got motivated and just got energized in there, because there are a couple of threes and a couple of shots that went in that determined, and they just swung that game to the City Oilers' favor. The Ahly team somewhat just blew a lead, and they were nonchalant in how they were going about this ball game. And the City Oilers just they just looked at them and just smelled blood in the water, and they just went for the instant kill. Despite even trailing in rebounds and assists, they were still able to go ahead and win this game. Despite even the poor shooting from the field, 40%, they still went ahead and did it. And the Ahly team, the defending champions, they really made sure to capitalize on the 2-point field goals just to make this game out of arm's reach for the City Oilers. But the City Oilers just had other plans, and the other plans was not to drop a game. And considering the fact this was the first game that the City Oilers were winning, they came off losing 3 straight. So they lost against the defending champions, they lost against the Ahly Benghazi team, they lost against Bangui Sporting, and things just looked so downhill for the City Oilers team, and they were just down in the rankings. And if they lost this game, it would have been it for them. And the Ahly team, I feel like they became much more complacent with how they were moving. They were a bit nonchalant going in, and after going in the first window and just winning 3 straight, they just saw that this game was just an easy game and just got in the bag. But the adjustments that the City Oilers made the difference. And the Ahly team just found out the hard way. And losing a game by 1 point, half a basket, is somewhat heartbreaking. It's a game that could have gone either way. But the Ahly team just blowing that lead, that's the reason as to why, they just looked mortal in there at some point. Then, when you look at the top contributors, the key contributors for that City Oilers win, you could see Kaman Malwach. He is that guy. He played north of 39 minutes. 38 minutes, 54 seconds. That's just like 39 minutes. This man only rested for 1 minute. 10 of 17 shooting, 58% on 20. He had 27 points. It was 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He had 16 total rebounds. He struggled with 3 turnovers a bit, but he had 2 blocks. So he was just dominating in his own way, both on offense and defense. Then Dan Miller Jr., this guy, 36 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 14 shooting, 75% from the line. He had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. And he was just doing his thing in there. And also you had Randy Lechard, 34 minutes played, 20 points, 7 of 14 shooting, 50%, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals and a block. Just completely just taking over the game and just trying to take this game out of arm's reach. And we had 2 players scoring 20 points or more from the City Oilers. That's Randy Lechard and Kaman Malwach. Kaman Malwach is a projected lotto pick, committed to Duke. So this man has a significant upside, and you should never count this man out because, man, that Ball Elevate program and that NBA Academy has made quite an athlete. But you can look at the Ahly side, they were just really struggling, especially shooting wise. There were not many options in there. Tony Reason, he had 11 points. Ehab Saleh, 25 minutes play, 15 points, 35% shooting, 5 of 14. He really struggled shooting the ball at a consistent clip that he is used to. And he was 2 for 3 from the free throw line. He had 8 rebounds, 2 assists, but it was not enough. He had to wheel this team. But Patrick Grana, he's a center forward, 24 minutes play. He had 19 points and 8 boards. He was 9 of 16, so not the efficient, especially shooting-wise, considering the fact that the Ahly team led in inside shots, 2-point field goals. It was such a puzzle as to how they were not able to just close it out. But it is what it is. Both teams really struggled from the line, not much shooting from the line, but the City Oilers were able to go ahead and just win this game, and they were able to steal a game from the home team. That's actually quite significant, and I must say this has boosted the way the City Oilers are going to play. I know they're coming off losing 3 straight, and if they lost 4 straight, it would just been a disaster. But winning in this fashion just shows that they are back on, and they just need to win at least. They need to steal a game against Bangui, and also if they can be able to steal a game against Ahly Benghazi, that might have been the difference. But looking at the way this game panned out, both teams held serve pretty well starting off. City Oilers did not hold any punches, 23 points in the first. Even in the second quarter, they had 15 points. They led the first half. Then in the third and fourth, they somewhat just fell off a bit in the third quarter. The City Oilers, they only had 18 points, and that was the second. That was not the second lowest, not the lowest, but the second lowest scoring quarter they had. But the Ahly team, they really wanted to go ahead and just go for the kill, and they scored 29 points in the third. That was the quarter high for the Ahly team. But in the fourth, that's where, the Ahly team just blew a lead, and the City Oilers just went ahead and won this game. So it's such an exciting thing to see. City Oilers, they have a 1-3 record right now. And if they're able to win at least one more game, they can be able to put themselves in a position where they can go ahead and even lock in for a playoff spot. They're not going to go for the number 1 or 2 because number 1 is just locked to Ahly, the defending champions. But 2, 3, and 4 slots are just right there for grabs. They're right up for grabs. So any team with a good record will be able to get there. No team wants to be number 4 right now. The City Oilers are number 4, but with this win, they can spark a good comeback out of the 6 games they're going to play. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments. What do you think about this whole thing? It has been crazy, and I loved it. And I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.